Hey everyone, it's your friend GEO. Today we're diving into a fascinating trend: U.S. states experiencing a mass exodus of residents. Let's get started. We're starting in the Pacific Northwest, known for its breathtaking natural beauty and world-famous coffee culture. But beneath this picturesque exterior lies a harsh reality. It's not the most affordable place to live. Washington State, home to the iconic Space Needle, is witnessing a significant exodus of residents. People are packing up their lives and moving out, seeking more affordable pastures. The state boasts lush, green forests and a booming tech industry, with major technology company headquarters calling it home. This has attracted a lot of talent and investment over the years. However, this prosperity comes at a cost. Washington has some of the highest taxes in the country, which can be a significant burden for its residents. A 7% capital gains tax is just one of the financial hurdles that residents face. This tax can eat into the profits of those looking to invest and grow their wealth. Additionally, Washington has the highest estate tax rate in the nation, making it particularly challenging for wealth builders and those planning their financial futures. The cost of living, especially in Seattle, is another major concern. Housing prices have skyrocketed, making it difficult for many to afford a place to live. Nearly half of the renters in Seattle are spending more than they can afford on housing, leading to financial strain and, in some cases, evictions. Adding to the financial stress is the rising crime rate. Residents are increasingly anxious as they witness more frequent incidents of crime in their neighborhoods. The homicide rate in Seattle has skyrocketed by a staggering 96% since 2019, contributing to a growing sense of unease and insecurity among the population. For many, the dream of living in Washington is starting to feel out of reach. The combination of high living costs and safety concerns is making them reconsider their future in the state. Families are having tough conversations about whether to stay or leave. The high cost of living and the increasing crime rates are pushing many to explore other options. As they ponder their next move, the question remains: is the evergreen state still the right fit for them? The allure of its natural beauty and thriving industries is undeniable, but the challenges are equally significant. Many are now looking at other states with lower costs of living and safer environments. The decision to leave is not easy, but for some, it seems like the only viable option. As they drive away from the place they once called home, they carry with them memories of the beauty and opportunities that Washington offered, but also the hope for a more affordable and secure future elsewhere. The journey to find a new paradise continues as they seek a place where they can build their dreams without the heavy price tag. The search for a balance between beauty, opportunity, and affordability is on. Next, we're traveling to the Midwest. Known for its friendly people and cold winters, the Midwest has always been a region where community spirit thrives and neighbors look out for one another. Minnesota, the land of 10,000 lakes, is a place of stunning natural beauty, with its vast lakes and scenic landscapes offering a serene escape from the hustle and bustle of city life. However, despite its picturesque environment, Minnesota is facing a growing exodus. More and more people are choosing to leave the state. While icy winters are tough and can be a significant challenge, especially during the long, harsh months, they are not the only reason people are moving away. The real reasons are economic. The state's economy has been struggling, and this has had a ripple effect on the job market. High taxes and a challenging job market make it hard to put down roots. Many residents find it difficult to secure stable employment that pays well enough to cover their expenses. The rising cost of living adds to the strain. From groceries to gas, everything seems to be getting more expensive, making it harder for families to make ends meet. For many, the perks of natural beauty and community aren't enough to outweigh the economic challenges. The sense of community and the beautiful surroundings are wonderful, but they don't pay the bills. The lure of warmer climates and more affordable living is proving too strong to resist. States with milder weather and lower living costs are becoming increasingly attractive. Is Minnesota still the right place to call home? As more people weigh their options, the question remains whether the state can retain its residents or if the trend of moving away will continue. From Minnesota, we head south to Virginia, a state steeped in history and charm. Despite its allure, Virginia is facing a modern problem: people are leaving. Over 2,000 affluent families left in 2024, citing high living costs. Northern Virginia's expensive housing makes it tough to stay. Utilities are about 3% higher than the national average. Rising hate crimes add to the concerns, making some residents feel unsafe. Is the Old Dominion still a dream place to live? Maryland, known for its delicious and iconic crab cakes, has long been a symbol of culinary delight and local pride. Beyond its famous cuisine, Maryland boasts charming colonial towns and historic streets that tell tales of America's early days. Yet, despite its rich history and cultural heritage, the state is facing a familiar and troubling problem. People are leaving. The cost of living in Maryland is a significant factor driving this exodus. It stands at 16% above the national average, making everyday expenses a burden for many residents. Housing prices in particular are a major concern. They are 44% higher than the national average, putting homeownership out of reach for a large portion of the population. For many, the dream of buying a home feels increasingly impossible, leading to frustration and financial strain. Adding to these financial woes are rising crime rates, especially violent crime, which have become a growing concern for residents. Despite Maryland's undeniable charm with its picturesque neighborhoods, bustling streets, and scenic waterfronts, these issues create a heavy burden. As a result, many residents find it hard to justify staying put. The emotional toll of leaving behind a beloved community is significant, but the practical realities often outweigh sentimental attachments. So the question remains, is Maryland still the right place to call home? With its mix of beauty and challenges, the answer isn't simple. Let's delve deeper and find out. Pennsylvania, rich in history, is facing a modern-day exodus. By 2024, over 2,000 affluent families left, and the state saw a population decline of 41,000. High taxes and a stagnant job market are driving people away. The rising cost of living, from housing to healthcare, adds to the strain. Pennsylvania's historical significance isn't enough to keep residents. Economic challenges and rising costs make it tough to stay afloat. Is Pennsylvania still the right place to call home? Let's explore. New Jersey, often the butt of jokes, is facing a mass exodus. High property taxes make owning a home feel like a distant dream. The cost of living is 11% higher than the national average. Illegal immigration has strained resources and social services. Rising property costs add to the financial burden. New Jersey's charms aren't enough to outweigh these challenges. For many residents, it's hard to justify staying put. Is the Garden State still the right place to call home? Massachusetts, home to prestigious universities, is facing a brain drain. The cost of living is high, with housing costs 108% above the national average. Rising crime rates, especially gun violence, add to the concerns. Even well-paid professionals are considering leaving. Massachusetts' history and culture aren't enough to keep residents. The financial strain and safety issues make it tough to stay. Is the Bay State still the right place to call home? Let's find out. Illinois, known for its deep dish pizza, is facing a mass exodus. High property taxes make owning a home feel impossible. A complex tax code adds to the financial strain. Persistent crime, especially gun violence, is a major concern. Illinois' charms aren't enough to outweigh these challenges. Is the land of Lincoln still the right place to call home? New York City, the city that never sleeps, is facing a mass exodus. The cost of living is high, with rent prices higher than mortgage payments elsewhere. The entire state's cost of living is 26% higher than the national average. A migrant crisis has strained resources and social services. High taxes add to the financial burden. New York's energy and excitement aren't enough to keep residents. Is the Empire State still the right place to call home? California, the land of Hollywood dreams and year-round sunshine, is facing a mass exodus. The cost of living is high, with housing costs nearly double the national average. A growing homelessness crisis and rising crime rates add to the concerns. Illegal immigration has strained resources and social services. Property crime has surged, leaving residents feeling unsafe. California's beauty and innovation aren't enough to keep residents. Is the Golden State still the right place to call home? Well, there you have it, folks, a glimpse into why some Americans are saying goodbye to their home states. The American dream is looking different, focusing on affordability, safety, and quality of life. What do you think? Let's keep the conversation going in the comments below.